Choose your fighter. Lightning inspired.
Okay. Welcome back to World of Final Fantasy. So, last time, I was practically melting in this chair, but now, I am good. Now it's fine. So, what? I went to this really beautiful island, right? But, I was kind of curious to, do secret areas of different dungeons, to get items. So, I think that's what I'm gonna do, first of all.
This won't take long.
No kid gloves for you.
Well, that ought to do it.
Yeah, I could never catch these things. Now, I don't know. It's always a debate whether I should just fight all of them or just keep going.
Do your worst.
I'm ready
Oh,
when
a
you are.
Moogle! Maybe I should have caught one. I can't exactly remember where the secret area is for this.
Sorry, but
Wait.
no trouble at all.
A fish scale.
That was a good fight.
All right.
Yeah, okay, so that thing, that black box over there, I didn't do it because I was a little bit, god damn it. I was a little bit intimidated. Oh.
Ladies and dummies first. Come on.
Yeah, get that shit out of here.
Oh yeah.
I already have one of those. Those little yellow floating eyeballs. I think I can manage.
Let's make this quick.
Oh!
Do your worst.
Okay. Now, how do I capture this beauty?
Take this.
Deal a lot of damage at once. Okay. I think I got it. Oh, if I hit it, oh no. Well, at least I can always evolve it. Oh, it looks, oh, I'm sorry.
Good fight.
Maybe that's why you do it, earlier.
Well, that ought to do
That
it.
wasn't so bad.
Yeah, I think the area I'm looking for is, you have to fly. Yeah, you have to use a boat and fly. Maybe it's this. Yeah, okay. Oh no, that just gets you a chest. Oh. Okay, yeah, I don't really know where the secret area is, but I'll figure it out.
Good job.
Oh! So I think I got the other secret areas so far. In all the other dungeons. Oh wait, did I...
Let's make this quick.
Do your worst. Yeah.
Victory!
Hey, Habit, how you doing? Yes, it is nice to speak to other people again. You're eating soup? What kind of soup?
This won't take long.
No kid glo-
Hey, talking to other people is good from time to time. Yeah, not always, but good from time to time. I'm doing good. I'm streaming right before the fucking heat comes in. So I'm okay. It's noodle soup with cow
Good job.
meat. You know, I don't think I've ever... We only have... Well, let's see, we have like beef stew, and then we have chicken noodle soup.
I'm ready when you are.
We make just about anything.
Right.
Well, it's... I mean, we have variety over here, too. It's just, unless it's like a chili or something, we don't really add noodles with, beef. I guess I'm just talking about, like, canned soup. So all that stuff we like putting in cans over here.
Well, that ought to do it.
Predictable.
Yeah, I'm only going through this, I'm only fighting the enemies. I'm only fighting the enemies so I can get money. Oh! You know, for a while I saved a bunch of chicken bones so I can make fresh chicken noodle soup.
That was a good fight.
But then eventually it's like it got too hot, so I had to throw the chicken bones away. Hey, make some good chicken noodle soup. So, yeah, so my friend from high school, she's really into cooking, and
Don't let.
she gave me the recipe for boiling bones and getting the bone marrow out. And it sounds really good. I just have to wait till it gets a little bit colder. But instead of making that, what I did with the actual chicken is I made this like really good it's like teriyaki chicken vegetables over rice. Yeah, like, I made it the first time because I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna throw shit in a pot and then cook it. Oh yeah, and it also has garlic. Oh, yeah, so it's like, let's see, it's chicken breast, red pepper, yellow pepper, orange pepper, onions, garlic. Let's see. Some red pepper in there to give it a little kick. Teriyaki sauce. And then you put it over rice. And then, like, the first time I made it, Will walked into the kitchen. He's like, this smells exactly like my Tagalog grandmother's cooking. It's like, oh, I'm glad I made something that reminds you of childhood. Maybe there is no secret area. My grandmother never... My grandparents weren't particularly good with kids. It's not like they were mean or anything. They were kind of, not kind of. They were very emotionally distant. So they would talk to us, right? And they would be nice. It was just, they didn't really, get over there. Maybe I messed up. I think I messed up. So when I hear people say like, oh, you know, grandparents cooking or grandmother cooking, just like, well, mine just kind of said hi to me, but then chose to talk to my parents instead. Or say just like, oh, just get something from the fridge. Well, it wasn't like mean exactly. They would just say hi, how are you doing? And then just like go talk to my parents. And so we would just, we weren't, me and my siblings were never allowed to touch anything in case we broke it. So yeah, we just played outside whenever we went to go visit. You know, oh, strict grandparents. Mine were kind of like that, but grandma always cooked. Not even strict. I think strict would give the impression that they were, that they talked to us more than they did. Because I think strict grandparents are like, so like, you can be here, but don't do this, 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 or this. Mine were... Yeah, they weren't mean. They were very nice. They gave me and my siblings Christmas cards, birthday cards every year. So it's not like they didn't care. I just don't, you know, I think they didn't know how to show it. I think that's what it is. Because they themselves had emotionally distant parents, and they were distant with, those were my, like, dad's parents. My mom's parents passed away before I was even born, so I never got to meet those. It was mostly my dad's parents. So I feel like they're just not really connected with kids. Exactly, because it happens. Yeah, so they definitely cared. They were just kind of, it was just tough to show. Now my, let's see, my dad's stepmom. So my dad had his mom, who was really fun, but unfortunately she passed away.
We're stronger.
Sorry, but this might not end well for you. No trouble at all.
That wasn't
Yeah,
so
so
bad.
my mom's dad died when she was 22. He was, my mom believes that he had a lot of PTSD, but of course, so my mom was born in the 60s, and he was around 30 by that time. So yeah, he had a lot of PTSD, she likes to believe. So he was drinking and smoking to try and like ease himself, but then that ended up giving him cancer, so he passed when she was 22. And then my mom's mom passed 3 months after I was born,
This won't take
so I never got to meet her.
You did it!
Good job.
And then let's see, my dad's mom passed when I was like 6 years old. And she was really fun. Okay, there's no secret area, so I'm just gonna...
All right.
Victory.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use a teleport stone. No secret area! Not to my knowledge. But yeah, I think, like... So my dad's dad... Or, yeah. So my dad's biological father, he was... When he was growing up, his dad was in the military. And so he was just kind of like moving around all over the place, and I think his dad was very much strict, as you would be, you know, if you're in the military. So I think my dad's dad just grew up like you can't show emotion. You have to be this certain way, and you have to like distance yourself from people. So that's how he grew up. And then my dad's stepmother, you have to be a man, yeah. And my dad's stepmother was the type, she grew up in a family where if you presented, this is based on theory, but if you present yourself as the perfect family in front of people, right? So you're very well behaved, you're very lovey-dovey, and then like, behind the scenes, like you're on your own, pretty much. So I'm not sure if it was like an abusive environment per se. I think it was more like you look close, like a tight-knit family in front of people, and then behind doors you're just like, you're on your own. If you have any problems, you figure it out, type thing. So yeah, and it's just like, so when it came to me and my siblings, I just don't think they knew what to do, in all honesty, because they were never shown that. So even growing up, I wasn't mad, I wasn't sad, it was more like, okay, we're going to Grandma and Grandpa's house, time to go outside. I want to see if I'm ready to take on the sharks.
What now?
It's hostile! And really the strong!
Not done yet.
I can't reduce the Mirage's HP because I'm gonna kill it.
Okay!
They are really strong though. I was not expecting that.
Perfect!
Miss! So they are they're very thick. I have a hard time showing affection there. This is a catching. Okay, so here's the thing. So for certain creatures, you have to be very specific on how to catch them. But I'm like really strong now. So a lot of times I just kill them. But they're really strong.
Yeah.
Predictable.
Magic uses its hard shell to protect companions from attack. But flip these Sheldons over and they will shed soft turtle tears. They're quite young, so maybe mini boy toys will be more appropriate. Short. It's so cute! Let me get rid of or put back. Let me put back Chorus. It's so cute. Look at it. Yeah, you
That
little
was
turtle.
close.
We'd better steer clear of them.
No, I think we need the experience. Now that I have one, I don't need to hold back.
Okay!
This is it.
Can you see the two emotes? They're LeChonk. Oh! Is it from that new Pokemon game that's coming out where you can like play with friends? From Scarlet and Violet. I'm excited for Scarlet and Violet. Oh, it's Gil!
I've got this.
Yeah.
Victory!
I've never seen you on a big screen before. It's kind of weird. Oh, are you like watching from your laptop? So, okay. Right, because this isn't a dungeon. Watching on my TV. Oh, okay. Dude, I want to go swimming so fucking bad. There's like nowhere to swim where I live. Yeah, so there's no secret area over here. The Rainbow Shore. Thursday and I swam a little bit. Take a trip with Will and come to Puerto Rico. You guys can swim at, like, I love swimming at like lakes and beaches and rivers. I love going under the water and seeing what's down there. But the nearest river, the one I love swimming at, is an hour and a half away.
Do your worst.
I'm ready when you are.
An hour and a half is not that far. So, the thing is, it's like, it's not that far, but because I want to be swimming, like, if I had the option every other day. And that's a lot of gas.
Not done yet.
Fire, ice, and thunder. Okay. It's so fast.
Go!
Yeah, especially now since in America they decided to make gas like $6 a gallon.
In prison!
Now don't move.
Go!
Maybe as expensive, or maybe more expensive, but lately it's gone down. We measure by liters, not gallons. So essentially, just for the hell of it, they decided to make gas $6. This damn thing!
Perfect!
This'll do.
I can't even. God damn it.
You did it!
Oh yeah!
God damn it. And Alexa. I know, I did everything. You saw, I did everything I could. Oh, you press like... You press L circle for rain, I believe, and then L square for lawn. Rainbow Shore. Okay. Maybe there's a secret area in here. I didn't want to kill him. how do they explain you turning big? Okay, so essentially, this is what you're supposed to look like, but when you enter through this portal, that's when you become like the chibi character size. And so just like, this is how you're supposed to look in your world, but then you enter this portal through the other world, and that's when you become a chibi character. So essentially, that's why the Giants from the Hills prophecy is there.
Don't let your guard down just...
Oh, it's another world. Yeah. It's another world. The best reason there is besides, oh, he's the chosen one. Chosen one from another world? Very agile boy. But yeah, okay, so I was watching a movie reviewer, and she was talking about Hercules, and she actually said something that I completely agree with. Like, you've seen Disney Hercules, right? She was saying, like, Chosen One narratives are really easy because you don't have to make the protagonist interesting or relatable because they're the Chosen One. However, you write yourself into kind of a hole because the character doesn't have to be likable or relatable because they're the Chosen One. So it's a double-edged sword, I believe. And here's the thing, it's like, when writing a character, you can make the audience just root for him. So here's the thing, this is what I learned. And this is what I'm trying to do in my story. Just like, you don't have to make the character likable, relatable, sympathetic. Not that those are bad things. You just don't go out of your way to make your characters like that. What you have to make your character is motivated by something. Because ultimately, if they are motivated by a concrete goal, it's easy to follow them. Because that's what... I mean, that's what they want. So, think of a character like, Daenerys. Or even Cersei. It's just like... Cersei, especially, because she's not likable in any way, shape, or form. Right? But she's highly motivated. So that makes her, like, easy to follow for an audience. Or even Zuko from Last Airbender. Just like, he's not likable in like the first few seasons, right? But he's highly, highly motivated. So when you give a character something to do and they have an end goal that they want to meet, I mean, the end goal can change with like character arcs and stuff, or they cannot. But when they have an end goal, it's typically really easy to be like, okay, I get what this character wants, and therefore I can follow them. But I feel like what happens in like some games or even a lot of movies, just like they work on making the character likable and sympathetic rather than interesting. Hopes getting behind the character becomes easier and better when they have a motivation for sure. Now, I could bring up how I think Star Wars are publishing your stories at some point. Here's the thing. I do really, really want to publish my book. I'm at 135 pages so far. I don't know. I get into kind of these like moods where I feel like shit because I feel like I'm not working hard enough. But then I guess I just have to realize that you don't really need like a time limit on books. Now here's the thing. Like, writing, I feel like I do have some, like, typical tropes. But you don't need a time limit on books. I got lost for a second there. Well, I guess I just feel kind of like shit sometimes when I see people like, oh, they've written books in, like, a short amount of time and then they got them published. And I feel like I've been taking a long time writing mine. Because I get distracted, and then I work, and then... Like, that's what I mean. Just like, I don't know. For me, I have this, like, mental time span that I have to meet. But, like, no one's forcing me to write in that time span. You know what I mean? But I am gonna...
Now, go for it!
Surprise!
I am gonna write today. I've been meaning to write for the last few days, but it's been like so fucking hot. I can't concentrate on anything.
No
I think it's also like, I think I just need an environment that doesn't have screens. Because I'll start writing and then I'll be like, oh, you know, I'll put on some music, and then that turns into like, oh, I'll put something on to watch, and then I end up watching stuff, and then I end up just not writing.
Predictable.
But yeah, I was thinking like, the first book would kind of be like an intro, kind of slower. It's also happens to get distracted so easily, but it's also like, one of the reasons I'm having trouble is because a lot of mundane stuff happens in the first book, and I don't know how to make mundane stuff like interesting to scroll through. It's like, oh, the main character goes to school for like the 15th time.
Well, that ought to do
Oh,
it.
yeah!
Now, it's like the second and third books that I have a lot of stuff planned for, and I think that's when it gets more interesting, but I gotta like do the intro stuff first, you know? And he just gets straight C's.
That was a good fight.
okay, honestly, I mean, Habit, you're not wrong. My main dude is, I mean, characters pointed out in, like, other characters point out the fact that he's, like, kind of dumb and doesn't think things through. Which will be incorporated later, just saying.
I'm ready when you are.
Oh, please, piece of cake.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, like... Yeah, the first book, it's established that it's his, so my main character's name is Dijkstra. And yeah, Dijkstra does, he just kind of, he doesn't think things through.
I'm ready
So
when you are.
eventually, that's gonna be, well, or maybe not. Maybe not, I don't know.
Yeah!
That wasn't so bad.
Todd had to fight his brothers and watch them die. Well, okay, so I have it set up to where it's like Dijkstra, but then he has a little brother, right? And then he has a next door neighbor named Alkin, and Alkin constantly calls him out on his shit because just like, I think you're a dumbass, and him and Alkin argue, but Alkin saves him a few times, like saves him. And then Dijkstra takes the fall for Alkin a few times, and then there's a character named Genevieve, who's kind of like, she's very gifted, she's very talented, she has powers, and she thinks saves him. Well, because I don't want to spoil anything, that's why I'm keeping it vague, but Genevieve is very much, prissy. She's like one of those girls who just constantly flips her hair and just like and scoffs to try and correct people. It's like, I can't believe you would think that type personality. So half of the book is those three, and then the other half is interesting my other character.
No trouble at all.
Good job.
Yeah, so Dijkstra, Alkin, and Genevieve are in like the 6th grade? The 5th or 6th grade when the story begins.
Yeah!
Victory.
So, like, does she get more mature? I don't know. I think it's also the early draft to read. You're making me curious. Well, it's not a draft per se, because I'm not exactly done. But
I'm ready when
here's
you
the
are.
thing. The other character I have introduced, I feel like is much easier to write because she's older, she has a lot more things to do, she has a lot more reason to be motivated to do things, as opposed to just go to school.
No trouble at all.
And then with
Predictable.
the other character, she is around much more interesting, unique characters, and so it's easier to write. So another struggle I'm having is writing Dijkstra, Alkin, Genevieve. Because it's just like, they're just... I mean, they're just kids in this kind of like small town. Yeah, the secret area is over there. Okay, I know where I'm going now.
No. Victory.
Yeah. Try to watch or read or look for series with somewhat similar characters so you can get ideas. See, that's the thing. Also, it's like, to be a good writer, it's suggested that you read... I would do that. I don't know how you do it. So, it's suggested, like, as a writer, you read other people's books so you can get, inspo and ideas. I also have a very short attention span when it comes to reading. Because then my brain is like, oh, you want to do this now? So I'm just like, okay, I guess I gotta do this now. So...
This won't take.
I think the books... It's hard to explain. I think the books I get most inspiration from writing-wise is kind of more YA style, you know? Because I read Witcher, and that has a lot of,
Sorry, but this might not.
I never finished a book. I can't concentrate either.
Okay.
Because, like, Witcher, for example, is very well written. But I can't exactly relate to that writing style. It's very, proper. So, I focus more on, like, yeah, YA type style writing. Wait, there's a secret area down there.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's a secret because it doesn't exactly show up on the map. It just is a... I believe it's a green bar that kind of just exits out of the map. But you know what? I think another thing is like... I'm really, God, what is it?
You did it.
Self-conscious?
Predictable.
Is that the word? That my writing just kind of, sucks in terms of grammar. But then I realized, like, you know what? That's what editors are for. It's like, I don't have to... Or self-conscious. It's like, that's what editing is for, what an editor is for. Oh, you survived.
That was a good fight.
Oh yeah.
No, I am glad I have people to, support me with this. 'Cause